Since my early days in the Sonic hacking community, I've seen and heard a lot of things about Sonic Hack Longplay channels. Some are okay with them, others really don't like them. And there's a lot of reasons for both. But first, let's go back in time. To the mid-2010s, at that time Sonic hacking was in a golden age in terms of visibility. Sonic Hack Longplay channels were huge, I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of views, millions even in some cases. And with hundreds of thousands of views came hundreds of thousands of people interested in a hack. Some will download it, and some will even chat about it in the comment section. If a hacker wanted feedback, a hack making it in a Longplay channel was one of the best ways. And with those channels practically churning uploads at insane rates, it was very likely a hack would end up there, which would result in many seeing, playing, and talking about the hack. Now, let's fast forward all the way to the 2020s. Now, you'll notice that although the upload rates haven't changed much, only a very small fraction of the audience stayed for these videos. Things have changed a lot in the past few years. Maybe it's YouTube's algorithm, more rewarding to watch time, which this type of channel is not exactly great at racking up. Maybe it's the audience itself, which has grown tired of Sonic ROM hacks and may have switched to other media like mods of the various Sonic remakes if they didn't outright grow out of Sonic entirely. Regardless of the actual reason, we can safely say that the numbers from then were for sure decimated. Despite all of that, these Longplay channels still keep posting videos to this day, and even if there's barely anybody watching them, it might be a good thing that these videos keep coming out. This type of video offers a pretty much unfiltered snapshot of hundreds, maybe even 1,000 Sonic hacks, mods, and fan games in history, in most cases with download links too, essentially making themselves into a time capsule of sorts. If you really like hacks, mods, and fan games, you cannot deny that this type of video is very useful, and I'm certain that if it wasn't the case, the literal hundreds of millions of views would not be there. Unfortunately, we can't only say good things about these channels because here's the thing, these channels make money off of their videos. Let me explain. Money has always been a taboo topic in fan content circles. I asked a bunch of people how they felt about hackers and modders making money off of their work by spreading a YouTube poll around my usual surroundings, and I can sense a pattern. The obvious reason as to why modders don't make money from their work is, well, copyright. The act of hacking and modding video games is legally grey, and the practice of making money directly from mods is often condemned by both players and copyright holders alike. Of course, there are some exceptions, like people who make money off of the individual creative portions that make up a mod, like making graphics, or music, or other important assets. And by all means, I think that's cool. This type of work requires creative and technical skill that not many in this world can offer, and is still much deserving of merit. It's when you have it all packaged into a mod that the legal waters get murkier. Words from the social media team for Sonic have been pretty clear on the subject. Sega doesn't want you making money off of Sonic, and trying to make money off of mods can at best get you a cease and desist, and at worst make Sega's arguably relaxed treatment of its games' fan scenes more strict for everyone. But there do seem to be some unwritten exceptions of sorts. I want you to think, for example, Red Hot Sonic. If you don't know, he's a ROM hacker turned YouTuber that built his audience through Sonic ROM hacks. You may know him for his But Does It Work on Real Hardware series, in which he reviews ROM hacks, though he does focus more so, surprise surprise, on how well they work on real hardware. However, his videos are transformative enough that he still sees generally positive regard from the Sonic hacking community, and seemingly even Sega. He's appeared in official Sega videos, and has even received review copies and items from Sega. And it's immediately apparent he makes money off of these videos, as you can tell by the list of sponsors giving him financial support at the end of each video. Though the kind of videos Red Hot Sonic makes is generally protected under fair use laws, and ROM hackers and modders seem to appreciate them. These videos offer very valuable feedback, and require lots of time spent researching the subject as well as curating the video itself. As for Longplay channels, it really takes only a small fraction of the effort. Think about the amount of time you'd spend playing a game. Now think 2 or 3 times that. That's usually how much it takes these channels to make one of these videos. Sometimes it can vary. You might have very well practiced and researched playthroughs looking into every nook and cranny of a ROM hack, or insane displays of skills. But most of the time, it's just someone playing through a game. At best, you might get an appealing thumbnail, but not enough to really qualify the whole video as creative. Chances, these videos don't even fall under fair use. Yet, these channels still make money off of them, and they probably made a living off of Sonic ROM hacks back in the scene's golden age. And because of how easy it is to make these videos, they could upload at ridiculous rates, 2 or even 3 videos per week. Personally, I think it's insane that these channels get to make money at all. These channels are built off of the efforts of hackers and modders, and what they deliver takes only a crumb of the effort behind the hacks and mods, in the overwhelming majority of cases. In comparison, modders don't really get to directly profit off of their work, as they often get legal threats for it. I know the topic of profit in a modding scene is very controversial, but if you're one of those that has or would have answered no to my poll, I'm certain you'll find the idea that these channels can make money off of the community's work ridiculous. Now, while money is a primary issue, there's some other issues I would like to mention. I haven't seen them as often, but if you look around, you will find traces of them. First of all, quality control. There are places that crowd together Sonic hacks and mods that will take in only particularly good stuff. For a Longplay channel, however, similar restrictions may be a bit too strict, as it would deny simpler demos the chance to get the spotlight, and sometimes even those deserve it. But when you have videos of hacks that immediately appear broken, or hacks that recolor characters and do nothing more, for example, it genuinely feels like the hack is making it there just to add 1 to the video count, to fulfill some sort of invisible, arbitrary quota. And when you tie that along with the money problem, it makes the whole thing feel scummier. The second one, however, would be the actual communities, or lack thereof. If for whatever reason you were planning to build a community out of long plays, you're not going to get much nowadays. At best, you might get some discussion on the thing you play, which is great in my opinion. But for some of these channels, it's a whole other story. I've seen countless users that might just straight up be bots, praising the player with the most inhuman wording possible. I don't know who or what controls them, or what the purpose of this is, but they consistently post the same stuff in very similar formatting. It really ruins the comment section when I see them, especially if they get hearted by the video uploader. It sends me a message that they really don't care about their audience or what they do. Here's the thing. A lot of people across Sonic hacking and modding communities have very negative opinions on the practice of running a Longplay channel, especially for money. But I was not satisfied with just guesses and assumptions about the practice, however right or wrong they may be. I wanted to really gauge how it is like to run a Longplay channel. So I started a Longplay channel. This is Master Firecore, a project I've been cultivating for over a year. I've been running Master Firecore for a number of reasons. First of all, I wanted to mess with the ROM hacking community a bit. I wanted to see how long I could go on undercover before revealing my identity. I got bored early on, however, and revealed my identity after reaching around 100 subscribers. The second, more important reason was to truly understand how it is like to run a Longplay channel. And after all the time I spent running it, I can give you a verdict. It's really not that hard. All I do is play a hack on an emulator that records inputs, make a video off of those inputs, get that on YouTube, and look for the next hack. I'll explain my exact process for making videos in a separate video, so stay tuned for that. But if I have to say what is the hardest step for me, it would be the part where I have to look for the next hack, because despite the fact that I have a collection of 400 Sonic ROM hacks on my PC, I really have to feel like it to play and enjoy a given Sonic hack. Otherwise it becomes a chore and it actually affects my enjoyment of what I play quite negatively. It makes me wonder how some of these channels can just upload the first thing they find and go with it at insane rates of 3 videos per week. because it's got to be mind-numbing in the long run. Hell, I've had to reduce my own upload rate because of how mind-numbing it was starting to feel. Then again, some of these channels are fueled by a financial incentive, but unlike others, I don't directly make money off of my Longplay channel. First of all, even if I wanted to, I don't currently have the requirements to access YouTube's money-making features. And second of all, it would be insanely hypocritical if I used Longplays to make money, and it would probably lose me a couple of friends. I genuinely love and respect the Sonic ROM Hacking community, and I've spent almost half of my entire life around it. So to turn around and pull a cash grab like this would not make me feel proud of myself in the slightest. But yeah, that's Sonic Hack Longplay channels, a hyper-specific topic I really wanted to talk about for a good while. Do I think these channels are bad? Not completely. I think they can be a good way to get a Sonic hack out there and archived. Say what you will about some of their practices, but I think I might not have heard of some of the ROM hacks that came out in the past if they never made videos about them. So at the end of the day, I think they're a necessary part of the Sonic hacking community. As for Master Firecore, I'll keep running it for as long as I feel like it. As I said, I'm not making money directly off of that channel. I'm quite certain some of you would actually try and hunt me down if I tried. But I will use them as part of more elaborate videos like this. As far as I'm concerned, I see the videos on Master Firecore as assets, and if someone else wants to use them this way, by all means you have my blessing. Link to the channel is in the description. With that said, thank you for watching this more niche video. I expect this to pretty much only cater to the Sonic hacking community, but if you're into Sonic hacks, subscribe to the channel and check out the links in the description. Or you can watch these videos if you haven't. I'm sure a lot more of you will be able to enjoy them. I'll see you there.